Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today we're bringing you probably the single most ambitious fan-made expansion I have ever seen for one of, if not the most popular game in the world. At least the most popular deluxe, like hobbyist game.
Oh, deep strategy board
in the world.
Sure.
This is the Crimson Scales, an expansion for
Gloomhaven.
This entire freaking box. It's
almost as big as Gloomhaven.
Let's go ahead and open it up.
I think it's longer, but it might...
What do you think?
Let's
go ahead and open it up.
I mean, just like Gloomhaven, it's going to take a while.
It is going to take a while.
You can talk while I open it.
So, this is coming from a group of, heart and soul fans, people that were embedded in the Gloomhaven experience. The lead designer, or lead developer, and the guy that went through the process of actually creating this, when it comes to a manufacturing sense, him and his wife found Gloomhaven and, I think spent a couple months digging through every cent of it.
Oh, yeah?
And then they needed more, so they found the community of people, a group of creators, started pooling and harboring them together, and just started developing what has now become this. I mean, we're talking packs upon packs of cards that we can't open and display because it's hidden story and information. We're talking something like 17 brand new characters that you can play, full storybooks for you to archive and go through.
Stop!
This says read before we do anything.
Read this first.
Alright, fine, we'll do it.
Thank you for purchasing the Crimson Scales. In this game box, you will find many components you need to organize before you begin to play. This sheet will give you instructions on how to proceed with the unboxing of the game, and it's important you follow it step by step to properly get you organized before you start your new adventure.
Absolutely not. If you're under the impression we're following this step by step, you're completely
But it tells us what to do.
We're going to be having some gameplay here on the channel showing off everything that's in here and actually going through some of the narratives, because if you know me, I love indie heartthrobs. I love people that are trying to make cool things happen in the world of board gaming.
Can I read the intro text?
And this is one of the coolest things. While I flip through these pages, you can read through the intro text.
Okay. And to be fair, this is what we're totally supposed to be doing. That's exactly what it said to do on that sheet that we finished reading.
I mean, and just for the record, the crazy thing is this is the relationship with Cephalofair, the publishers of Gloomhaven, was basically as, you all are insane, we can't officially say or do anything about this, but as long as you don't sell it for profit and make money, you're good to do whatever. Which is why we have a physical freaking game in front of us.
So was the whole campaign for this, it was just at cost?
This was, yes, 100%. No profit anywhere. It lost money if you get technical, because all the artwork is done by the artist who did this, the Gloomhaven artwork.
Oh, it's the original. I was wondering because the artwork's really close.
Everything is sourced.
It is the same.
Everything is sourced as accurately from the original as possible. And then on top of that, it's one of those things where this was supposed to be a print and play. They wanted people to just do a character at a time and dive in, and so many people, so many people, to the point where they're
characters.
No, developed by a variety of fans, but to the point where they're doing a second wave, a second printing of this for the people that just didn't want to print and play it. So they're just get it to us.
You're saying that they are keeping pace with Gloomhaven, Frosthaven, with fan expansion, fan second expansion.
And I mean,
there's a second one, or is it just a reprint?
Second printing, a reprint of this, because they had so much demand off of the initial print wave. It's just...
That's gnarly.
It's ridiculous. Alright, what's the story?
Yet again you find yourselves in a tavern, but this time in a part of town most sane folk wouldn't dream of entering. You do not frequent this area regularly, but truth be told, business has been slow, and this inn is even cheaper in down market than your normal haunts. Despite being in this part of town, your reputation has clearly gone before you, as it doesn't take long before a particularly shady character sidles up to you. His half-hood His hood half obscures a dirty, scarred face. His grubby cloak seems to be heavily stained with dried blood, and he twitches lightly as he starts to speak. "I hear you guys are open to adventure," he mutters furtively, in a strangely high voice. You shrug non-committally, unsure where this is going. "I can make you rich and grant great influence if you can acquire a small trinket on my behalf." Still dubious, you merely raise an eyebrow. "But that, it seems, is enough." "Very good. Go to the shore of the dark lake near the Watcher Mountains. There are rumors of some strange creatures there which may lead you to what you are looking for. If you are successful, I will make the necessary introductions." Simultaneously intrigued and confused, you can't help but ask more questions. What is it we're actually looking for? And what do we do when we've got it? The hooded stranger half smiles. "You don't need to know what it is. You will either find it, or you won't. Look for me here if you are successful." With that, the cloaked figure turns on his heel and sweeps out of the bar. You look at each other and shrug. You had no plans tomorrow anyway. That's pretty cool.
And it starts you on a campaign, and you, just like in Gloomhaven, have so many different classes and characters to choose from. We're not going to open them all on camera here because we're going to be doing the gameplay, and I'm not sure which ones are more secret. And sometimes, for those of you that love Gloomhaven, you like looking at the artwork on the front to decide who you're going to play. But, Devin, since we're about to play this game, we're about to sit down and dive in.
Are we going to pick one?
Let's go ahead and look at what these symbols are, try to imagine who we think the characters are, and pick one that we're going to play in a gameplay here on the channel.
Well, this is clearly an Oliphant from Middle Earth.
Perfect.
So this is pretty cool.
This is
I
like
would maybe play an
some
Oliphant.
type of targeter, some type of sniper, or something like that.
Oh, that's 100% a sniper.
This is going to be a pirate.
Interesting.
Some
That is a pirate who doesn't have any sails on their ship.
I like
anymore.
the feeling of this one.
That one is Santa Claus. So Santa Claus here is in intense adventure.
What do you think? A blood mage here?
Ooh, like a necromancer blood mage. I like that. So this is Fix-It Felix Jr. from Wreck-It Ralph.
I like that. I appreciate that. This is going to be a herbologist. Just someone who's like
dig it.
Plants and stuff like that.
Yeah. Or a weed
That's
farmer.
a fireman.
This could be a weed farmer.
This one's a fireman.
That one's a ladder and an axe.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Definitely a fireman. This is a potion maker of some sort.
Yep. And this
potions.
is a intro BDSM member.
Dig that. I dig that.
Nice.
This is literally just a whirlpule. Not much agency or sentience.
It's a water entity.
You just know it's just a whirlpool. You just put it in the center of the map, and five rounds into it, you win just because it sucks.
It sucks everything in. I like that. This is a animated version of the Stephen Hawking lecture on the origin of the universe.
All right, who do you want to play? Who do you want to play?
Oh, this is Hellboy.
Yeah.
Or no.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider is what I meant.
Who are you intrigued by? Who do you think you might play?
I always like snipers.
Okay.
What did we open during the B-roll? Because that one looked
not
so
gonna show
cool.
you. I'm not gonna talk to you about it.
Did you hide it?
It's not here.
Did you hide it?
It's not here.
No way did you hide it.
How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, like 14, 15.
Did you actually hide that one?
It's here somewhere. You just don't remember what it is.
It was one of these two. I think it was this
Who
one.
are you going to play?
I want to be Santa Claus.
Go ahead and
I think
choose.
it's actually the other
You're
one.
going to play that one? I am leaning towards... You're committed to whoever you pick now as well.
I haven't picked him yet.
Yeah, well, you're committed.
I'm committed to whoever I pick.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the tusks. I mean, I'm a Quackalope.
The Oliphant?
I'm a Quackalope after all.
You're going to be the Oliphant?
Let's go ahead and pop this open and take a look at what we have. I have chosen, a chieftain.
You have like a tiger riding person?
It's a, let's see here.
Saber-toothed tiger?
Orchid Chieftain. The Orchids are an ancient meditative race from somewhere across the Misty Sea. They view the happenings of the world through the detached perspective that their 1,000-year lifetimes allow. For the Orchids, life is about spending the proper amount of time on thought and reflection so that the right decision can be made in the right time without hesitation. Orchids have been known to get lost throughout the year in thought for years, and during this meditation, crystals will begin to slowly grow in their skin. Since orchids have little need for sustenance from the earth, they serve little purpose in normal society. Many believe that the increased presence of orchids in Gloomhaven in recent years is evidence of an approaching catastrophe. Certain orchids, as though chosen by some supernatural power, are gifted with all the qualities required in a leader. These chieftains wield not only magical power but tremendous influence over the people and their wilds around them. By becoming one with nature, the chieftains protect both their tribes and the habitat while maintaining a balance in their life of order. This sounds and looks so flippin' cool.
I'm gonna be.
You're doing Wreck-It Ralph?
I'm doing Fix It Felix Jr.
Oh, amazing.
Which I also think of Torbjorn from Overwatch,
Okay.
and then also the Artificer from Dice Throne.
Okay.
So,
who do you have? You got a lot of stuff.
I got little
you're full
bots
of
and
bugs
stuff.
and bots. Oh, that's so cool. All right, go ahead and read your flavor. I gotta know who you are. You're a Quatryl Artificer. So the designer of this game, who we're playing with, just showed up downstairs. I'm gonna go say hello. Devin,
I'll read this.
Finish it off and close up the unboxing. We're gonna play some board games.
I said Artificer from Dice Throne, so I was accurate. This is a Quatryl Artificer, who reminds me of the Tinkerer from the digital version of the game, which is what I've played like over 20 hours of. Because of their diminutive size, the Quatryl feel they have a lot to prove. From an early age, they are encouraged to study as much as possible about many different subjects. Though there are expert Quatryls in any field, they seem to have a particular affinity to engineering and machinery. Their long, delicate fingers allow them to build all manner of intricate contraptions to make life easier and augment their inferior physical strength. Though they are not numerous, Quatryls can easily integrate themselves into any society due to their expertise in critical fields and their charming, graceful demeanor. Only a fool would shun a Quatryl's offer to help. Artificers are paragons of Quatryl ingenuity. As masters of steam, gears, springs, magnets, and other esoteric contraptions, they represent the best of the inventive society. While it's common to find this collegium as advisors to merchant barons or professors within the university, this does not mean that artificers will shy away from adventuring. With an endless number of experimental devices that need field testing, and ancient technologies lost to the ravages of time that need discovering, artificers are more than willing to go on expeditions.
Are you so excited?
Look at all of these robots.
Okay,
I got a drone,
if you've made it
rocket.
to this part, hold up. If you've made it to this point, that's the unboxing. I'm going to show you about 60 seconds of spoiler content, just footage of the game set up, all the different characters, that type of nonsense. So if you wanted to see that, that'll come right now. And also, the designers of this, the people that made this happen, are bringing a game to Kickstarter in the heart and soul, in the visage of Gloomhaven, but twisting the things that they personally wanted to see, a more vibrant, wild, natural landscape. And that game's called Rove. We're going to be doing more coverage of that soon as well.
I'm excited.
Let's go.
Bye.